Hey guys, it's Michelle. So it's my week something or another update. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and calculate from the last video that I made. So this morning I was down to 207.4, I think, which is good. I've hit 205 and gone back up to 213 in the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks since I've seen you guys last. It's just, it depends on, I mean, literally one weekend can kill my whole week. It really just depends on what we're doing, if we're going out, if we're drinking, if we're hanging out, what we're doing. So right now, I mean, I'm just trying to live life, and I'm still trying to be as conscious and cautious with my calories. But sometimes it's, you know, I go out, I have fun, and I pay the consequences. But I mean, I'm still losing. It's slow, but I'm still getting down gradually. So, I'm not complaining. But, I think that my biggest issue at first, or like, I've noticed that, I stopped calculating my calories, purposely, because I had noticed that when I was calculating my calories at this stage, don't get me wrong, I'm totally pro calculating calories, especially when you're fresh out of surgery, even up until unless you're doing what I did, which is why I stopped. The reason that I stopped was because I had noticed that although I wasn't hungry and didn't need food, if I had calculated this many foods for the day, or this, that, and the third, I would eat this, that, and the third just because they were in my diary for the day, and I had calculated my calories, and I needed the protein, and I just mentally psyched myself out to believe that whatever I calculated needed to go into my body, regardless of how I felt. And so I was just like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I had gotten down to 205 the week that I said, F this. And then I went out and had some fun and got back up to like 212 that weekend. So, yeah, I mean, I've stopped calculating my calories just because, like I said, I was eating just because I had the food in my diary, not because I was hungry. So I definitely am totally for calculating calories, but right now I'm just going to try to not calculate calories just to see, just by listening to my body. And at this point, I kind of know, it's been a year and a half. I know, okay, you should be eating this, you shouldn't be eating that. And it's totally different from before surgery when I thought that, oh, these were good foods and these are bad foods. Even the things that I thought weren't that bad really are that bad. So I still try to stay away from carbs and, bad foods. So I try to make healthier choices. A lot of times, if I'm hungry throughout the day, I just munch on nuts. And for me, I've noticed that I can do that. Like, I don't have to worry about the calories really or the fat. I think because it is good fat, my body just works with it. Like, I eat nuts like they're going out of style. Like, I eat nuts all the time, and they don't make me gain weight. So the only times that I've noticed that I've gained weight is if we went out and I had a few drinks, which I'm still a super lightweight, so a few drinks is literally 2 or 3 drinks in like a 6-hour period or a 4-hour period or whatever it is. I can't drink too heavily. I'm still a really cheap date. Or if, we went out for Mexican or something really, pasta or something with a lot of carbs that I don't tend to eat very often. And I literally will go up like 3, 4, 5 pounds overnight just from eating like fettuccine alfredo or something one night. So it's just really being mentally conscious of what I'm eating at this point, and not so much writing every little thing down, just because, like I said, I would generally calculate my calories the night before, and then that next day I ate whatever was calculated from the night before, regardless of my hunger or need for food. So that's my newest thing that I'm trying, and it seems to be working fairly well because I'm down to 207. As long as I don't go out and have too much fun, we're okay. But the other thing that I am considering trying, and I think I am going to end up trying at the beginning of next month, which is only a few days away, my boyfriend's mother has lost 102 pounds in less than a year on the HCG injections. which is a hormonal injection, and the diet is way more restricted than even as a gastric bypass or weight loss surgery patient is. It's 500 calories a day, and you give yourself one injection a day. So, you do it in rounds. So the first round is 40 days. They calculated that with I just told them that I rounded it to 210. And they said that 15%, they usually have a 15% loss with every round. And so I should be down about 33 or 34 pounds, I think she said. So I'll be where I want to be. So I'm going to try it. My boyfriend's mother, like I said, has been doing it for about a year. I believe it's under a year, maybe a little over a year. But like I said, she's down 102 pounds. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that out. I can, if anybody's interested or wants any further information, I can put the link down at the bottom. Also, what I've really been doing these past few weeks is ever since I graduated school, I've just been looking for a job. So I've been going to employment agencies. I am stalking Craigslist and Indeed.com like constantly, Hawaii jobs on demand. Just looking for jobs, applying everywhere. And I actually had gotten a job for last Saturday. It was a freelance job to be a makeup artist for the Buxom line, which is Bare Essentials' new like glamour line. And so I got to do that. I'll put a picture at the end of this video of my look for the day and me in my little Buxom t-shirt. So it was at Sephora. I had a blast. And the girls at Sephora really liked me, and they were like, oh my god, we're hiring, you should totally apply, put me down as reference. So I have my application sitting right over there. They told me to come in today because all the managers would be in today. So I'm going to head over there at some point and drop that off. So hopefully I will be able to get a job there very soon. It's not exactly what I would prefer to make on an hourly basis. From what I hear anyway. I'm going to obviously speak to the manager if I get the chance to interview about salary, but it's just, I think, a really good job for me in general because it's going to take me at least until September if I can get into that test, if they have room for me to take that test. It's only given 4 times a year, I believe, so if they have room for me to take that test in September, I can't take my licensing test until September anyway, if not a few months later. So I think it's a really good job just for me to get experience. They have so many different lines for skincare, beauty, makeup, cosmetics, fragrance there that I really get to learn a lot. And overall, I think that the environment is great. The people that work at the specific one that I worked at yesterday, which is really pretty close to my house, were really awesome, totally sweet. We danced around all day and had fun, and if that's what I can look forward to at work, I will never feel like I'm working. So it would be totally awesome, especially for the experience. And yeah, so I'm hoping to get a job there. I'm going to apply there. If not, I'm hoping to get some type of waitressing job. Only problem with that is since it is tropical weather and it is Hawaii, a lot of the places, their uniforms are just not where I'm comfortable. Like, I'm not comfortable wearing a belly shirt or a super skimpy skirt or little shorts. And that's the uniform for a lot of the places here because it is tropical weather. And so that's kind of held me back in the whole finding a job as a waitress is, yeah, I don't necessarily feel comfortable wearing long shorts, let alone short shorts. So we'll see how that goes. And then, I've applied to Nordstrom. I applied to them on Friday because they had an opening. And I've just been, like I said, stalking Indeed and every job posting website that I can find. So I'm hoping to get a job soon and hoping to get my esthetician license as soon as possible. And also start the HCG and obviously update you all on how that's going. But I have some bad news. As of right now, I don't believe that I will be able to get my plastic surgery when I had wanted to. We might have to hold off a little bit longer. We needed a car. Mike's car was just falling apart, or starting to fall apart, and we were going to have to put money into it. And it was a little two-door coupe. It was a piece of crap. It was like 17 years old. It wasn't a car that we were planning on wanting to keep for very much longer anyway, so we were thinking of just getting a larger four-door, newer used car. But since my friend works at the dealership, she got us a really good deal on a new car. We ended up going with the new car. And so now we're not getting approved for the full amount of the loan. We're getting like half of what I need. So I'm hoping that since my boyfriend is awesome and he has been paying all of our living expenses and bills like cell phone and cable and all that stuff, he has basically told me that as long as I can get a job, whatever money I make is for me to save up for my plastic. So I'm hoping that it doesn't take me too long if I literally save every penny that I make from now until however long it takes me. So I'm hoping in 6 months I'll have $10,000. He is also going to be saving or putting aside $500 a month. So hopefully together, combined in 6 months, we can have between like 10 and 12,000, and it'll put us where we need to be able to get the loan and get my plastic. So hopefully it's not going to be too much longer of a wait, but I was still pretty distraught and probably cried for about 2 days straight when I first found out. But now that I see that it's something that's still, not in the next 3 months, but possibly in the next 6 months, as long as it's not going to be 2, 3, 4 years down the road, I think that I can come to terms with it and I'll be okay. So that's the only thing that's going on with me. Sorry, my phone's going off. And yeah, I take the bus a lot, so I do watch your videos. My subscribers, a lot of people that I'm subscribed to in the community, I do watch videos. I may not necessarily comment because it's really hard to comment from my phone, but I do watch you guys, and you guys are doing awesome. Also, thank you to all my new subscribers. Love you guys, and as per usual, I will try to update more often. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll try to put up the picture at the end of this if I can figure out how to do that. Alright, thanks guys. Bye!